Good morning, friends. In continuation with my query as to why I should, there is first of all a need to know more about the data. Now I'm going to introduce what I call it as 5 V's of the data. Now, you see, we have understood what are the different formats or how the data is available to us in which domains do I need to focus upon. Number one. Number two, what kind of data are we talking about? What are the various formats for it? Now, proceeding further with that, I'm going to introduce to you the 5 V's of the data. That is the first one, first and foremost, what is the volume of the data? Is it just a small one, 50? In a recent research, I would say for one of my students, his focus was on understanding the CSR, I would say that is the corporate social responsibility, present in the case of the banks of Lebanon. Now, I was surprised to find out Lebanon. Then, the moment we had to, step into the area where I have to understand about the population of the data and to take out the sample size about it, I was a little bit apprehensive because the research, and he told me that, ma'am, there are only 14 banks. I said, what, 14 banks? Then the population is restricted only to 14. And then what about the sample size? Then how am I going to go ahead? So that was the one issue I had with the volume of the data. Then this is just one example I'm giving to you. Then I had to tell the person, no, just don't focus on banks. Then you include, increase the volume of the data, maybe by introducing insurance companies. Now, definitely, yes, he had some insurance companies. So 52 and 14, even that did not. So I said, don't just focus on pure Lebanese banks. Why don't you proceed further and include non-Lebanese banks also? And totally, as we proceeded further, multinational banks, then national banks, cooperative banks, then we had what I call it as pure Lebanese banks or non-Lebanese banks. Finally, we settled down with 552 Lebanese banks on one side and another 55 insurance companies. So together the data was taken care of. So data really plays a lot of role, let's say at the population when you're calculating, or you're going to identify the sample size either through the online calculators, or you are using the solvents formula to understand it. So volume of the data really matters to us. So this is just one side of the story. On the other side, I don't know, big data, if we are talking, it's a huge data. It's not just let's say 100, 200, 300. I'm talking about the entire population of a country, or it can be for the patients, it can be let's say the people who are into the yoga training. Now, yoga has really taken up a boom during the time of the pandemic, and I see that each and every person from homes, you will see that are entering into the level of yoga exercises or taking up the yoga trainings. And now I see that there are schools not only meant for human beings, they have even incorporated inclusion of non-human beings, especially the pets at home. And I'm surprised. So they have included animals like dogs, birds, the pet birds I'm talking about, and how they are planning to introduce it to the domain of elephant. Like I come from the animal studies also, and I'm seeing that they are focusing on these things, including the animals into the domain of yoga. So the volume has really increased. So we are talking about that big data. It's not just the small data of 200, 300 or 100. So the question arises, we are just stuck up. If I have got 236, then how am I going to use AMOS? Or if I'm just stuck up with only 80, so do I have to manipulate the data? So you see, the questions are arising with the problem of volume of the data also, and we need to go further into it. Then the next V that we are talking about is the variety of the data. Now, when I say variety variety of the data that is available to us. What kind of a data are we talking about? It's not just the volume, the variety also. Now, how do you identify this variety of the data? Now, this is the step in for data mining, and you will see that yes, it really helps you to understand, try to identify the variety that is being highlighted by the data that you have collected or selected for your own research. Then comes the velocity of the data. Now, when I will be focusing more on the data, and I would make you understand what exactly do I mean by velocity of the data, the speed with which the data is showcasing certain things to you, or is it that I'm seeing that when we are collecting data at different levels, at expert level, when I'm giving showcasing to the expert for their approval that yes, see, this is why I want to go ahead of my own studies, at that time there is a different velocity of that particular data. Now immediately once the expert says okay, please go ahead, the next level of the data, when you are talking and you're collecting it from the respondents, speaks a different language altogether, or it exhibits a different speed. Just like if you know how to drive any vehicle, you see that you enjoy the speed of the car, the velocity that is being exhibited differs with the way you are planning to do it. So that goes with it. Value of the data as per the user. Now sometimes I feel when I start learning or trying to implement, let's say it can be on what do you call this, SLR, okay, systematic literature review or meta-analysis, and then you are going ahead, or even in this one we are talking about the value of the data as per the user. So when you are in the domain of machine learning, this will not be the case that yes, as per my use for my own research and analysis, I'm going to focus. Machine also tells you something, and this is where exactly, so when you are going to highlight it, you will see that yes, there is a lot of difference, and you give the value for the data that is being understood from your end, number one. Number two, through the machine learning concepts also side by side, especially when you apply the algorithms. Then comes what we call it as the veracity of the data. You come to know whether your data is a genuine one or authentic one, for our own usage, or it has some manipulations have been taken care of. You will be able to understand it immediately, and you will see, like in SPSS, Asha ma'am really helped me out in one of her sessions, made us understand, see, you cannot fool me, I know whether you have manipulated with the data, and she highlighted and she gave us the first-hand experience within that particular workshop itself. However, for me, when I am working with the data mining techniques, and you will see the softwares that we are talking about, even this also is something that will really be helpful, and you will be able to understand that yes, how to differentiate between a genuine and authentic data versus the manipulated data. So that ends with our 5 V's. More I'll be speaking to you as, and I would be introducing the more concepts of the data mining in the video playlist. Till then, thank you, take care, and happy learning to all of you. Bye.